Okay, boom. We should be live and direct in the tube with Janik on the
Yes.
TruMon Show. Greetings, Nick. Greetings, Crystal. An honor for me to have you here. Like I said, we connect for sure on the deep level, so it's interesting to exchange and to learn from you guys today. So, how are you? Good.
Good, very good.
Good.
Yeah. Thank you. You got this is going to be good. You got great energies.
Yeah,
Yes.
thanks, Nick.
Yeah.
Always, like I said, I'm about positivity and just positivity and truth and reality, because the reality of the matter is that the ultimate knowledge, the ultimate thing you can do for divine forces is taking care of yourself. So
Mm.
being constantly distracted by whatever that doesn't make you put the focus on your health, on being more healthy, on clearing the parasites, on doing a cleanse of your body to clear the toxins that we have accumulated for years. Sometimes it's like you have eaten scrap for years and you think what, it just go out in and out. No, I don't buy that. So I'm sure it leaves traces inside and stuff. And also, for me, that's the ultimate truth, is taking care of yourself. So that's why I have you guys here. You have an extensive knowledge on all kinds of topics. You have done the work. You're doing the work. You're healing. So this is very, very inspiring for us, for me, that I'm on the path of healing my trauma also. We're all under trauma. Some realize it, some don't. I have. So that's why I'm interested in clearing the trauma. But I would like to start today exactly by, we're not going to go into distraction stuff. We're going to keep that. Like, I would like to start by the stars, because I think that's where also our personality comes from. I would like you guys to dive a little bit into astrology first, because as above, so below. So now I'm wondering what's above often. Like, I look at that, I look at the stars, and not on CGI picture I'm talking about, with a telescope.
Mhm.
When you look at it with the telescope, it's a very different story than what you've been
Mm.
told. And sometimes I get feelings also from the stars. I told a story here. I was on my bicycle on the bike path one night, and the moon showed up in front of me, super big, super bright, with a star. I think it was Venus. I'm not very
Mhm. Just the other
knowledgeable
night.
about this, but
Yeah.
I think you get a lot of energy coming from. But it's hard to grasp all that thing when you have passed pretty much your life in front of a TV and stuff, and being fed all kinds of illusion and stuff. So you can't even not connect to those celestial bodies. And I think they are alive too. Like, there's life up there. There's life
Mhm.
down here. So there's life up there. We all say as above, so below. So
Yes.
tell me a bit your journey into astrology, and how you've come to really dig deep in there and start studying it, because it's an extensive field of study. We're talking about a lot of beings up there. There's a lot of stars. There's a lot of feelings, a lot of personalities on Earth and stuff. So yeah, I
Mhm.
would like you to share with me a bit your adventure to start, your connection, how you feel that, how how you taking in each and every day, and both of you, and you manage your life with this and your emotion and because that's the thing we should control, is our energy,
Yeah.
time, and attention. That's the three things pretty much can control. But your energy are your emotion, energy and motion. So we have to focus on this. But I think there's greater knowledge to get from above to help you here accomplish who you're supposed to become, and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah. So tell
Yeah.
me
When I
about.
when I first started learning about astrology, it really helped me realize why I'm here and my purpose. And as far as like the whole health aspect, it has helped me like see the things that I need to work on personally within my own body, the different organs and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nick introduced me to like the medical aspect of it about 8 years ago. It's just fascinating.
yeah. And you,
Yep,
Nick?
which I got all that from Santos Bonacci. He seems to have the best medical astrology information, and I haven't seen anyone, pull out that many good stuff with the medical astrology. Like
Yeah.
Aries is the cerebral spinal nervous system, and if you know that, and if you know Aries in your life, and you study their energy, you can really see that is true. That is their sort of their charisma and character sort of represents that system, and their organ is also their brain and the neurons, and they're always headstrong, head first. They're fast like a neuron.
Yeah.
They're really nervous too, and quick. Their personality is the nervous system, and each sign has their own. But there happens to be 12 biological systems, and he found this in these old books. I still haven't heard 10 years, 12 years later. I still haven't heard anyone bring this up or
Yeah,
mention
yeah, yeah.
each sign has a biological system. So that was very good. That information,
Would that
it's
explain why some people are allergic to some stuff and some others are not? Like I'm allergic to seafood, so could we
um
see that in the?
somehow yes, because the birth chart and the birth time you were born does uh dictate the electromagnetic constitutions of your body, which result in the light and you emit in the humors, cold, dry, moist. But mostly, as much as I know of that, allergies is a reaction to different organisms, pathogens, algae, funguses,
Parasites.
Ah,
parasites that are in your
parasite.
body.
Yeah, and when I had the reaction was with the shrimp, and like really
Mm.
bad. I almost died, so I was out of question after. But shrimps are known to be bottom feeders to eat all the scrap of the ocean, and then we go
Mm.
eat that stuff. I find that very weird. All the creatures people eat, like why
Yeah.
can't we just let them be in the ocean and live their life? Like let it be. But
Yeah.
no, we have to devour everything on the face of the earth. Like it's
Mm.
crazy sometimes. So I'm sure
Yeah,
you're not into eating squid and shrimp and shit.
No. No. No flesh.
That's it.
yeah. The
Yeah.
collective mind it is in the Kali Yuga, in the age of Pisces, and Pisces is like the bottom feeder. So you can have your Iron Age in any sign,
Uh,
or your Copper Age, and you can be ascending through the Copper and Iron and Gold ages, or descending. And we just came from a descent through the age of Pisces. So we were descending in the Dark Age, the Iron Age, and in Pisces.
So it was like really.
Eh,
Eh.
Yeah, and Pisces is the feet and the ocean, and like all your toxins drip down to your feet, and that's why foot baths are so good.
and the onion too under your feet.
Yeah.
Have you done that stuff too? I saw that
Uh-huh.
people put onion in their socks and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
I
it
think
soaks
it
up the
is.
toxins. Yeah.
And then as far as parasites, so and allergies, so Dr. Brian Ardis, last I checked, he was doing, and I'm sure he still is. He was having great success with linking parasites, clinically linking parasites to allergies, and he'll take a stool sample sent in by mail, um, and he'll look into your poo with
Yeah,
probably
yeah, yeah.
microscopes and tests, and he'll see you have this certain pinworm or whatever. There's probably, I want to say 100,000 different pathogens, but we'll just simplify it for a second here. He'll say, "Well, you have this strain of parasite. I've seen it in your poo, and this one makes you allergic to bananas." And we know that clove targets this parasite, and he'll give the person like a 16 or 36-day regimen of clove, and their allergy will go away.
Wow. cloves, cinnamon, and also I heard it's very good. It's black seeds and oregano oil.
Yeah.
Now there's all kinds also of buzzword in this world. There are a lot of hypes and stuff. Like sometimes we get caught up also into hype. So I want
Mhm.
to decipher what's good for us, what's not, what you have experienced, and I know there's all kinds of products, the black seeds and stuff.
Mhm.
But I'll just to go back to astrology a bit. We'll we'll touch that topic a bit after. But the astrology, what I was talking about last Sunday with Lily was praying to the stars, and that's something because there's more probably now if we talk about God, divine, or creation, it's probably not a singular energy that cause all this here. So I'm guessing it's a bunch of gods up there. Maybe the seven wandering stars that are above, the big one. Uh,
Mhm.
should we call them planet? What's it?
I
The
don't know. Hmm.
No, not really. They have a plane. A planet is just a plane of inertia, which is in the center of every cell, and it's green too in every cell.
what?
Um,
What are you saying?
but
Oh yeah,
I don't think that we should call the stars planets, really. Possibly, maybe, but who knows? I mean, like I said, we're in the most confusing time in history.
that's it. What is a planet? First of all, we have to define it. Is it a round ball up in the, or
Uh,
it's a plane of inertia? Like it could be that too.
Well, it would have a plane of inertia because every energetic entity does. They all have torus fields, and torus fields have planes of inertia. But I think that the planets are like conscious plasma magnetism fields.
that emit light.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're light
Yeah,
beings, sure.
Yeah.
magnetism creates light and electricity. Light and electricity are the same, and magnetism is source, uh, the source God, where it all comes from.
Yeah, that's where the word magic come from magnet. When you create magic, once you start creating that attraction, and when you start vibrating on a higher level, you're gonna attract good stuff. If you vibe on a low level, you attract low vibration, I guess. So
A-
Mhm.
and the magnet would be the crystalline grid because it's a net of structures, of crystalline structures, and then the stars would be nodes where they, because it's moving. The crystalline structure is not very, in some aspect, isn't. This is how I'm thinking right now. Is not
yeah,
fixed, and the stars would be like a, where
yeah.
the magnet field, yeah, and then the
Where they
star,
meet.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then the star emanates
Yeah.
off of that.
And how do we go about exactly harvesting the energy to benefit us in our life? To, like I said, can we? Because can we pray to the stars? Can we ask? Of course, you need to go into action. I'm not talking you move out your couch one day, you go pray to the stars and everything happen in your life. It's not what I'm talking about. But if you are into action, you are doing the work, you are creating something, an ascension with your life, and you go ask for outside help. My help, I would ask, yeah, from other human beings, but I would also ask the forces up there. Now, watch the word I use here because exactly, it's some people call it gods or stuff, the divine forces. So, how do we go? Is it possible to also talk to them, like send thoughts, and do they hear our thoughts? Do they reply to us, like sending us experience? Because I believe if you ask for patience, no, I know that, not I believe, I know that if you ask for patience, they will give you test to make you become
Mhm.
patient. They will not give you patience on a silver platter, but they will put something in your path so you develop patience.
Yeah.
I think that a lot. So is
Yeah.
there a way that we go about, and like, because now we have the 7 days of the strong, I call it the strong, not the weak. So you have
Mhm.
Moon Day, Tuesday, which is Mars, like each and every seven wandering stars have a day. So should we
Mhm.
Now, of course, we're talking about a Gregorian calendar and all of that. We know
Yeah.
that, but if we go with the construct we have to look at all this, each planet, each plane of inertia up there, or each wandering stars have a day. So,
Yeah.
is there some rituals that you guys do with? Do you do rituals with the stars? Because it's good to have rituals. I guess that's how the demonic rituals happen. They harvest energy and souls and stuff and light, so
Mm,
we can live perpetual in the dark. But I think there's ways we can exactly be in the light and also embrace what's in the light, which is those light being up there.
yeah.
So,
Well, just
so
simply getting outside in the night sky and just start observing, and just admiring its beauty. Like just start simply from that. And from there, you can start studying like the astronomy, like what star is that? What star am I observing right now? Especially Venus. That one's really noticeable. It's so bright
yeah,
right now, especially. That's probably what you saw the other day or the other night when it was next to the moon. So beautiful.
I, I, I
So
I was on
just
a bed. I
admiring.
was alone, and I was like, wow, wow. I couldn't stop. I was
Yeah.
like on shock how beautiful
Uh-huh.
it was.
Yeah. But then, you can expand from there. You can chant. There's certain chants for
Huh?
each planet. And you could even pick the day that you want to chant on. I don't know. For me, it's more just like intuitive. I don't
Okay.
really like plan it out.
In our medical astrology book, we have the chance to strengthen each planet, and it goes way back to India. So yeah, they are conscious, and you can commune with them and harness their energy and connect a beam to them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a matter of vibration also. If you are permanently intoxicated with bad food and stuff, because that's the first place they get to us. You think they're gonna get to you only with TV and stuff? No, no, it's what you put in your mouth. So if we start vibrating on a higher level with proper food, with proper vibration inside, then you say our cells also probably feels that stuff. I think you can maybe confirm what I'm saying. But once you start on a cellular level to vibrate on a higher frequency, I think you're attaching to that kind of stuff. It's as above, so below, right? So maybe you can extend.
Yeah, yeah, you would be opening up your electromagnetic pathways in your body when you clean out, and then that is the microcosm of the macrocosm. So Aquarius in the body is the meridian system, because like I was saying, there's 12 systems, 12 signs. Aquarius is also the sign of astrology. So the meridian system is the astrology in your body. So if you can clear out all those electromagnetic pathways in the meridian system, I feel like that would match up to picking up the celestial
Yeah.
magnetism energy.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
think that I can feel that stuff. I'm telling you, I was there, and they get to you. They make you. I was in ecstasy. I was in bliss. I don't know what's the emotion I was in, but it got to me. So I thought that day they were like communicating with me. Is it possible?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh no, not.
No doubt.
I think I'm talking to the stars. But
Yeah, well,
that's
like I
great.
said, it goes so far back in India. I mean, because you can easily find chants for each. Like Mars is Hum Mangalaya Namahe, and Namahe
Yeah,
is just
there's
name.
mantra you can repeat, huh?
Yeah.
And I'm not
Yes.
talking English language. That's pretty
No.
mesmerizing as a language.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
well, say you have a debilitated Mars in your chart. It's
Like
in
me.
yeah, hers is
okay,
in
Yeah.
Taurus in the throat. Venus loves to be in the throat, copper, not iron in the throat. And then that's all the alchemy of it too. It's all alchemy. The astrology is all alchemy, because if you look at an old alchemical chart, well, they got all the 7 planets in there. The moon, the symbol for silver is the moon, right there. All the charts. You can look it up right
ah,
now. The symbol for copper is Venus. It's just plain and forward, simple
yeah.
Venus, like everyone knows it. And for all of them, um,
I'm guessing gold is the sun.
yep.
Mhm. Yep.
Lead is Saturn.
So
Uh,
are you telling me that in those metals, if we like look at them like on a microscopic level, we see the stars? Like we see the power that's in the stars?
Perhaps one thing that just pops
The
into my mind
energy? The
when
energy
you,
I'm talking about more.
yeah, well,
mhm.
Is that why
um,
people wear gold chains?
yeah, and
Is
why
it
people
good?
wear particular crystals that they resonate with. It's all connected. Yeah.
Well, that's one of the services we offer is we look at your birth chart and then we give you the certain metals you need. So say your
And
sun is debilitated in Aquarius or Libra, we got these 14 karat gold filled beads, and then you got that solar energy to enhance. Say your Venus is
I
debilitated,
knew there was
copper.
something.
yeah. Yeah, so we just I make the necklaces or the rings or the bracelets, whatever you want.
Now I looked at your stuff, Crystal. Exactly. We're going to talk about this too. You make all kinds of jewelry, very, very with high frequency jewelry, I would call it, because
Yeah.
now it opens the door also to what kind of jewelry they sell us in Babylon, like in the world of illusion that we live in. Now they tend to sell you gold and silver and stuff, but I'm sure there's other stuff that might be very beneficial for you that we don't know about because we're
Mm.
not told anything that has to do with truth. So we're a bunch of feed a bunch of lies. So is the gold chain that people wear really good, or it's something another kind of gold that we don't know about? Or there's a lot of stuff I don't know, I'm sure.
I suppose it would depend upon like the ethics behind how it was harvested, the gold itself. That can make a
It's like
difference
the
on the
meat you process the curse.
yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I got a lot of things to comment on everything we just.
Oh
So
yeah,
even
go ahead.
and then even just as far as communing with the stars, well, the Satanists commune with Saturn. That's why they worship the goat. Saturn's animal is the goat. They got the goat horns.
Yeah.
And this and that. So they're working with Saturn, the Satanists,
Mhm.
and they probably do it on Saturday.
Saturn Day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah. I forgot
Because
what
would you agree also that they know the I don't know the elite, call it whoever you want, the Babylonian, I call them the Babylonian. Do you think for sure they have knowledge about the stars, about they can predict eclipses, they can predict stuff thousands of years in advance and stuff. So there's stuff written up there that they know how to manipulate. And would you agree with me that they can also manipulate their reincarnation, and that's why we're in perpetual darkness for a long time, because they know how to reincarnate? I'm just
Mm.
putting it out there.
Wow. I'm getting truth bumps. There's something to that.
sounds about right.
Yeah.
Why do we live in why the world hasn't changed? And that's the one question I asked when I was younger. Why is the world doesn't change? Come on, there's new beings being born. Why is the same state of mind? Maybe they know how to reincarnate
Yeah.
and
So
feed that world in darkness.
maybe that's something we need to start focusing on more, is like looking into that, the future, and seeing how we can manipulate our reincarnation. And maybe, yeah, there's something to that.
Mm-hmm.
There's something there. What do you think, Nick? Do you think they have they know a lot of stuff? They
Yeah.
manipulate the
using
human race like this.
They hide all the good Egyptian they got all the stuff from Egypt, and they hid it in the Vatican, and it's all
Yeah.
and all the yeah, and they use the birth charts we use is simple. We use degrees. Well, they use minutes and seconds. There's 60, and that's the refinement of exactly where that degree is in. There's 60 minutes in 1 degree, 60 ticks, just like a clock. Clock's built off astrology. And then there's 60 seconds in a minute. So they look at minutes, seconds, and degrees. And
Would it
yeah,
be-
look, they're
Go ahead.
probably figuring out how to portal out of here to portal back in.
Portals. Now that's what I want to go to. Exactly. They might know how to manipulate those portals, those energy, to exactly go where they want to go. But also, it's possible for us exactly to do the same, but in a positive way.
Yes.
Maybe we can manipulate our reincarnation too once we get to a higher knowledge level. Of course, I'm not talking stuff here that's people on Fruit Loops. It's not for them. Go back, eat your Fruit Loops. That's higher knowledge stuff, and they have it. I'm sure about that because we wouldn't live in lies and deceit like this. It's so. Would
I
you?
wonder.
Eh?
Oh, go
Go.
ahead.
No.
Okay.
I'll
I
make a
wonder
better thought.
if it has something to do with like how we take care of this physical vessel, like the vibration that we have in this reincarnation by what we put into our body, what we eat, what we consume, what we watch, what we listen to. Well, then like maybe that is a part of like how we can manipulate. I don't know if I like that word, but
Yeah. There's
um
hate in there and
how,
stuff.
yeah,
Harvest, maybe.
yeah, how we can direct
Yeah.
our next like the next portal that we want to go into.
And there's another thing also that says to me that what I'm saying is not totally in the right field with the cows, is that the birth certificate. Okay, we have a birth certificate. Why do they need to know the time, hour, and exact place where we're born, and they put that on record? Now, do they do rituals to sabotage our stuff? Because apparently, people that have very high knowledge never disclose their astrology chart because voodoo and stuff like that's what they prey on. They prey on your energy. So now if they know my date of birth, my place, it's all recorded. Now do they take this and make evil rituals with that just
Yeah,
to
I
send you
think
curse or stuff?
then at that point we need to like protect ourselves. I'm constantly like putting up like a protective cloak just subconsciously. I know I am because I've done it consciously so much. And calling on Archangel Michael and all the things because they probably are the the ones in control or whatever.
Well, that birth certificate would be some sort of a binding spell they figured out that's going to bind you into their system.
That's it.
And they get the time and the date, which equates to your birth chart.
Yeah. Now there's something big happening in the sky in a few days. Okay, there's a huge planet alignment apparently. That doesn't happen very often. What about that? What is it gonna do? Like probably the Babylonians are probably already planning something satanic with that. I get it, but that's not where I'm going. I'm going in the positive stuff, the
Yeah,
light and stuff. Like what is it gonna do for us on earth? What's the positivity and the energy we're going to harvest from that? Is that a major portal opening or something, a doorway for humanity to even learn more and stuff and to elevate?
I think I think it's gotta be. Yeah, it's gonna be Mars, Jupiter. These are the visible planets. We'll be able to, like right now, you can actually look up in the sky and see Mars, Jupiter, Venus, and then
I
Mercury is
saw
going to come
two
into
the other
sight.
night, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you have a telescope, you'll be able to see Neptune and Uranus right now too. But yeah, that alignment I think is on the 25th, so in just a few days. And yeah, it's got to be some sort of portal that we can utilize. Like if there were so many people, I think that came together, even and bring our energies together, like we could do something major.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we all the super souls of this world really send, because I think it's our thoughts that are powerful more than our mouth. We can talk. Doesn't mean we walk the talk, but the thoughts often, like it's gonna bring you down or it's gonna bring you really high, because that's where I think you connect with the divine forces. They're very powerful, your thoughts. You can create your reality out of your thoughts. That's how everything that came into this world is from someone thinking, not from someone speaking it. Absolutely. So the thoughts are very powerful. I'm sure about that. But there's a way also to to harvest all that energy and probably create something positive into your life. And if we all connect on a super level and all send that kind of energy, probably we can create another shift here on Earth, and like really for people to evolve. And yeah.
Well, we're ascending, not regardless of this placement. It's going to take a while because we just left the 21,600 year long age, and we left the Iron Age, the Kali Yuga, and we're now in the Dwarpa or Dwapara Yuga. Still learning that a bit, but that's a Copper Age. So copper is a beneficial.
It's Venus.
It's Venus, which is a benefic. Oh, and then on another thing back there, we had mentioned. Do you think the stars? Oh, can you look at a metal and get that energy? Yes,
Yeah.
about that. Okay, so there's a laboratory in California for Symbiotica supplements, and they have solutions of different elements. And he noticed every time the moon conjuncts Venus, his copper solution sizzles.
No.
Every time.
I knew there's something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that
And it's
stuff.
that within our bodies too, because we have all the metals in our
Yeah,
body. We have gold, we have
exactly.
copper,
We have
everything.
everything inside.
Yeah.
So that's just cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no. So there's definitely a lot of knowledge also to go get in that. For sure, here today we're not gonna go in depth in science and stuff of the metals, but I just want you to make us aware that yeah, there is something with metals. They react also inside of you, and I think that's why once you start having a better diet and stuff, you become more better thoughts and stuff. Like also, there's the if we talk about energy and stuff, and something that bring our energy down is probably parasites inside our body. Like it's time to clear those out. And
Mm-hmm.
do you agree with me that's probably the reason why they keep us on programming at 3 meals a day, so you don't fast never, and you keep ingesting parasite, and that's why you have bad thoughts and like you bad behavior, and you don't have love flowing free from your heart. It's because there's something inside. Why am I so joyful and awake and aware, and like to me there's no freaking limit here to this life. I'm here to learn and stuff. But why some people don't want to learn? They stay in the dark. They're fine with that. They watch the news. They this and that, and is it's something inside their body. It cannot be an external thing. So, do you agree that parasites maybe are the demons inside?
Oh yeah. If you look at pictures of parasites under a microscope up close, they're demonic.
Yeah.
Like they have like these teeth. Like if you were to put like a picture of somebody that, drew a demon versus the parasite, they'd match up.
They have claws, teeth, eyes. There's even like these 5 different types of draconian spider parasites. They look like spiders. They got creepy spiky teeth, eyeballs. And they're all like sub nano, like they're hidden. They're
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I
they don't
saw
want to come
a
out.
video the other day. I don't know if it's true, but even in lipstick and stuff and beauty product, and there's all kinds of parasite in there and stuff. Now it's far fetched. Maybe it's just CGI too. I use scrutiny but I mean the parasite must be everywhere because we're all in low vibration, and parasites will keep you. Demons will keep you in low vibration. So, and that's why break fast, break your fast, break your fast, break your fast every day. Break your fast. Important. Have your break fast.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, parasites are more controllable by the harmful rife waves that they send out than the actual human organism. So if they load your body with parasites, these towers that they got up, they can change the dials and stuff, and they can control those parasites and metals to do anything they wanted to you.
The heavy metals. Yeah.
That is true because it's electromagnetic. You're going to say, you're not here to tell lies. It's not what I'm saying. Of course, it's true. It's reality. But I mean, those tower emit electromagnetic signals. So for sure, magnet metals, and those parasites are made of earth elements. They're not made of jello. So they're
And
made of earth elements.
and they feed off of your metals too and stuff.
Yeah.
And then a big problem people don't think about these parasites and stuff. Well, first of all, it's a lot of it's not just worms and stuff. It's algae and fungus and mildew and
Yeah,
mold.
explain that to me. What are it's not necessarily a worm with a ugly head. Tell me what it could be, the parasites.
A lot of it is different types of funguses. Um, I don't know. I don't know a great deal of it. And then you can also, and then the thing is, when you take in nutrients, you're also feeding this fungal network inside your body. And I think it's a weaponized fungus, and lots of different mold strains and mildew and so many cross species, and there's parasites that live off of other parasites called hyperparasites. And then what they excrete is actually making us sick. They're trying to their poo they poo and put off this lipid-based toxin, and their high toxic acidic ammonia urine gives you headaches, and they're really just having a little party inside of us, shitting all over.
And like
And
those, like some,
go ahead,
I've
Christopher.
heard people like argue, well, we need to have some of them in our body, but I don't think that it's the parasites that we need. We need the good bacterias, in our gut and our gut flora. You don't want to get rid of that. So just to like clarify on that, you don't want to, there's a difference between like these dark weaponized parasites and funguses, and then the natural occurring good bacterias in our body.
So when you have a itch, like I know Santo's been having a lot of problem with itch stuff. He's been talking a lot about it. Could
Oh,
that
yeah.
could that be parasites causing this? Like often I had the experience in the past that I was scratching a lot and stuff. Could that be a result of my inner gut not being healthy?
Yeah, and when I take lots of parasite killers, which essential oils is my favorite now, essential neem oil, out of it's like 40 different ones, but
Papaya, oregano, black seed,
thyme, pumpkin seed, clove,
Oh, yeah.
wormwood.
wormwood essential oil. You can buy it in bulk. Natureinbottle.com. Just buy a bunch of bulk essential oil.
And then you just
Drops all day
Yep.
long. But I start itching like crazy. My itch, I don't know why they secrete some sort of histamine response, or when they die, they secrete that lipid toxin. But yeah, they make you itch. I think he's itching because parasites and electromagnetic torturing devices. Because those machines are really simple. You can buy them right now. You can put your friend's fingernail on it, 8,000 miles away, and you can put any frequency on it, and it'll directly affect them. They can do that to us real easy. They got our samples of blood. You could do it with a picture. You could put a picture on it. You could put your birth chart on it, your birth certificate on it. And these machines that we're getting now, I've seen many of them, tens and tens and tens of them, and used many of them. There's a huge software. You can never get through them. There's 200,000 different frequencies. One's for money, one's for success, one's for love, fortune, hair, silica frequencies to make your body synthesize silica. One's for your bones. Well, of course they have that technology if we have it now. And they're doing fear, cranking up the dials, fear, confusion,
Itch.
spend money, spend money, spend money,
Yeah.
because their system has to have people keep spending money for it to work. Itch, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So protection. Keep your protection field up.
but
That's
that's
super
it. But
important.
can we go on your site to get more information about that? Do you have something set up? Like
Yeah.
I go there and I learn about parasite.
Yeah, for the machines, my favorite one is the Spooky 2. There's a lot of them. I'm sure they're all good. There may be better ones. Spooky 2 is pretty much the most classic and the most affordable.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a kit for like $200. They have the biggest frequency list, and their frequencies go with 6 decimals back. Where some units, you can only go 44. Some you can go 44 and a half. This one you can go 44.12345 6. It's very customized. And yeah, that's a good one. I don't know a ton about it. I did watch a video guy cured CANCER 88 times with it or something. Just frequencies.
I'm glad you talk about technology, because now we're going to involve a bit of technology, because exactly, like if you take both sides, a child born in nature doesn't eat Fruit Loops. So a child in nature is natural. A human here on Earth now, they're very intoxicated with Fruit Loops. I take
Yeah.
Fruit Loops all the time because it's full of scrap. But anyway, where I want to go with this is exactly, if you preserve that vibration with proper food, proper alignment, you can probably clear a lot of those parasite and parasitic thoughts that you have, because often we call that parasitic thoughts. Like, I heard that in the past. Could they get into your brain?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep. They're finding a lot of yeah, there's tons of it. Yeah, people's brains. That's what's wrong with people that have mental illnesses and can't think clearly. They're in the whole body. We have 3 to 5 pounds just in the gut, what I've heard, the common person, on average. And that combines their poop and their eggs. I don't know how true that is. I'm sure it's pretty true, but it's all over the body. They're finding tapeworms in the brains of people. I know there's mites. There's mites, little mites in
Yeah.
people's bones, eating their bones away. There's all sort. I'm sure there's fungus in the brain, and
Heavy metals.
in the metal. They got this going. Secret societies have this going back, written on paper in the 1800s of what they're going to do. They're misting and gassing the air. This is what I believe. They're misting and gassing the air with certain aluminum oxides, and there's hundreds of different metals and radioactive metals and parasites and bacteria. So everyone, they don't have a choice, to stop breathing.
Yeah, we don't have a choice on like our air we breathe, but we do have a choice on how we can mitigate all this exposure to toxins.
Essential oils.
There's zeolite. The one that we use is Masterpiece. That's a good heavy metal
I
detox.
saw it. It looked interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want a kit, because kits are, people like kits, people like ease, right? They want everything put together so they don't have to worry about, am I doing this right? Am I, doing the right combination? Rogers Hood is a good parasite cleanse kit. And you can find these on our website as well.
Okay.
crystalclearcompass.com. Just go to products.
I have the link in the description for those.
Okay. As far as like cleanses, Zen Cleanse, that has the the major body systems, like an intestinal cleanse, a liver cleanse. They now have a kidney, blood, and I think that's it. I might be missing one. So those are certain kits you can get, because like I said, people like that ease of knowing that it's all
in one kit
put together. Yeah.
Now to go back to my technology, because I was starting at that, but then I ended up with something else. I'm like that sometimes. I'm all over the place. The brain's on fire. The child born in nature is natural. Now we're going to an unnatural ways. Is that okay to introduce technologies into our diet, like hydrogen bottled water? Like a child born in nature doesn't drink hydrogen water? I doubt it.
They do.
What about this? What about the technology? In what way they drink it? Bring it for me, because I am interested in that.
Yeah.
They kind of do. So there's in France, there is a spring called Lourdes, and it's a holy place, and it has been for, I think, hundreds of years. There's lines of people there forever, for always, and nobody knows. They just love the spring. They got whatever illness it is, mild, medium, or great, it seems to just address. People have been testing it forever. Laboratories, they just gave up on it. They bottle the water, bring it back. This is just regular spring water. Finally, the Japanese had figured out, we're going to bring, I don't know how they had figured out, we're going to bring our test equipment to the spring. They brought the test equipment to the spring, tested it. Turns out it had like the crazy highest hydrogen in it ever.
Oh yeah.
And because the hydrogen evaporates in 1 hour. It's like the most spiritual element there is. It goes straight up to the heavens, probably creates the stars.
Wow, it's big what you're saying here, because I was always under the impression that hydrogen water was happening into a plastic, a glass bottle. Like I bought the little one, but then I have to press a button and this and that. But now
Yeah.
it occurs naturally in nature.
Well, that's how they got the idea of creating these hydrogen machines, hydrogen bottles, is from nature.
And machines are pretty natural too. Honestly, I think about it more and more every day, because they altered history and they try to tell us that we come from caves and played with rocks. But it's pretty natural for humans to be very engineering and ingenuitive. Look at the buildings in Tartaria. There's some now they're getting at night when it's fog and there's electricity rolling off of the peaks, purple electricity, and I think that would have high hydrogen magnetism and high ether and all these. And I think mountains also may have lots of hydrogen around them. I'm not sure. Come off the soil when it rains and the lightning. But machines are actually not that bad because you're working with all the elements of earth. Plastics comes from oil, obviously synthetics. I wish we didn't use those. Plastic comes from oil, and then the metal membrane comes from rare earth minerals. And electricity is natural too. And you put electricity, and batteries could be totally organic. And then you got organic battery, clean electricity, noble metals, and you're creating hydrogen.
No, I'm glad you cleared that out. And really, I was a bit under the impression that technology was not absolutely necessary, but without technology, you wouldn't listen to music. And does music do some good to you? Yes. So you're into sound healing a lot too. So yeah, we're gonna explore that also. With sound has great potential.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, our bodies are mostly made up of water, and if you look at those Masaru Emoto photos, you can see, the pictures of how music affects the shape of the water, the geometric patterns.
Yeah.
And then look at the Tartarian buildings. Those were based on music.
Yeah, if you go into like these old ancient churches, which are Tartarian, they've got to be. There's like this surreal feeling, this healing feeling that just overcomes you. And
the organ in there's a piano. It's not called piano, it's an organ. But why do you have organ inside yourself? They call it organ too. And it's the same word in French, organ. So when I see same in French and English, there's something there. So it must be very important, our organ. That's why it's called or. Or en français is gold. And you say organ. So you have the word gold in there.
Yeah. Ooh, right. Definitely. And each pitch or note affects a certain organ.
Yes.
A frequency. Yeah. So let's say you have issues with your liver, you can play a particular note that goes with that to enhance the energy of whatever organ it is that you're trying to fix.
That's all it is. It's all music. Even the geometry of this home is putting off music. It may be sub-audible. And then that's how the Rife machines work. It's just music. If you could zoom right into it, it'd be an amazing symphony of harmonics, the Rife. And then that's what it all is. And then the whatever configuration of the celestial arrangement, moon 120 degrees from the sun, they're creating a harmony.
The sound of the stars.
And then bad days is when moons square the sun. It could be dissonance, yeah. It's all
sound.
It's all music.
Oh, it's all music. That's why I love it so much. That's why I love music so much. It's all music. Whatever the as long as it's provide you an upliftment. And me, I'm into reggae music, but I'm also into all kind. Like I like those bows that you have, Crystal. I saw you with bows and stuff. I find
Mhm.
that wonderful. That's calming. That's soothing. That's really healing, sound healing. That's what you're into. But
Yeah.
yeah, everyone their kind of sound for sure. Some like trash metal, but I don't think that's really uplifting there, and that must affect you on the like all the trash music that we hear out there must certainly make you not vibrate very high. Where you have the music that you make, the sound healing with the bows and stuff, the Tibetan bows, and I'm
Yeah,
sure it
like
has
if you
great
go out
benefit.
into the city and you're like in a store and they're playing music through the speakers, there's certain points where I just have to like leave
Oh,
because it's
yeah.
like, what the heck?
It's so annoying when you get like you go to a store or whatever you go and there's music playing. Oh my god, I find it so annoying.
And
Like,
Mhm.
and that's the problem with electronics too. They're putting off sub-audible, horrible music. Like remember dial-up?
yeah,
That's what they're
Mhm.
doing. Like it's the worst music ever. And we got this Malaysian harmonizer device, and it harmonizes frequencies 36 megahertz, 72, and some other. It harmonizes frequencies coming off of electronics because they're so messed up that this thing makes the music coming off the computer more harmonic, and you don't get computer sick anymore.
No.
It's
no, and
amazing.
frequency is at the base of everything. Tesla said, if you want to know the secret of the universe, think in terms of vibration, frequency, and light or something. But frequency, and we emit a frequency, our clothes. But it depends what you wear. If you wear plastic, it's pretty much zero. But if you
Mhm.
wear like that's a cotton shirt I have on. It's much better than any other inorganic fabric that doesn't vibe. Now, what does it have as an effect on the body to wear all these stuff and to be like in
Well, not
touching
even
the
just
light because they emit
yeah.
light and those fabric? Am I wrong?
What's that?
The fabrics, the organic fabrics like cotton, linen, and stuff, emits
Mhm.
a certain light frequency. Or are we talking about light frequency here?
Yeah, it'll be
Huh.
magnetism, and the electric side of electromagnetism is what generates perceptible light. Is how I understand it. So yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
light.
Yeah. I mean, if you were just like simply, if you were to try on an organic cotton shirt versus a polyester shirt, I think most people would feel the difference and choose that organic cotton shirt, even if they didn't know. Like if
If
they were
this
given two shirts, what one feels better?
Yeah.
and the seaming was identical because some people like the way the seams fit.
Right. If it was an identical shirt just made with two different fabrics. Yeah.
I can't wait for the new clothing to come out. I'm still creating my collection. It's all organic merino wool right now, so I don't know how
Oh,
their harvesting
that's it.
techniques are with that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like I said, do you think maybe in like 10, 15 years we'll see babies in hospital wrapped in linen again? Like they
Well,
wrap them in
hopefully we won't
plastic.
see babies in hospitals by then, but yeah.
or the hospitals actually
Or
like
the hospitals are like
out,
decent.
outdoor
Yeah.
geodesic dome.
Yeah. I had
Yeah.
all my babies at home, so that's a big passion of mine. No hospitals. Yeah.
and
That's
and
it.
uh and then even without the frequency of the clothing too, that they're also made with up to 8,000 chemicals, and if those chemicals are like they go into your skin absorbs a lot more than
Yeah.
people think. They do live blood analysis. Things that touch your skin
Mhm.
go into your blood right away, and even high vibration things like essential oils, especially the diluted or the really thin ones, they're like crazy, like 30 times more, 1,000 times more vibration than like high vibration like vegetables. Anyways, if you touch it to your skin, it goes to every cell within like under a second. Some of them do. What you touch to your skin really just fills your whole body, depending on what it is, more or less. But clothing, the stuff that's under 25 nanometers in the clothing, which would be, probably 15% of it, will go into your cell. So all your skin cells will be lodged with these 8,000 different strange synthetic chemicals, messing up all the regulatory factors and messages and
Yeah.
Hormones, probably.
Messing
oh
with
yeah,
your vibe and hormones and stuff. Wonder why men don't have beard and stuff.
mm-hmm.
Me, I have hormones for sure.
Yeah, and you see people coming out with it. I'm so grateful for it too. Even just the lubricant they put on the machines that create fabrics and paper products it's a forever chemical, meaning it takes like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years to break down in the body and in the soil. So people are addressing this now. They have organic toilet paper companies and starting with organic clothing companies.
Mhm.
Now, just to finish that today on that note, I'm going to bring you something that I heard. What about the glycation process? Because we're talking about the inside cells and all that. And I heard that the human body from birth is cooking from the inside out. You're cooking. That's why when you cook a chicken, it turns brown. And when you die, you're brown inside or you release brown stuff or stuff. So could we stop the cooking, stop the aging?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm
I don't
reversing
know.
age.
I'm just saying.
Definitely. Yeah,
Could
I'm
that be
43
something?
and I feel like I'm getting younger with all the things that we're doing, all the work.
I feel better than ever before in my life.
Yeah.
I feel better
Yeah,
than when I was 20. I'm
Yeah.
talking clarity and stuff and
Mm,
aliveness and yeah. So
yeah.
could we with better food stop that glycation process? Does it exist? Have you heard about that?
yeah. Well, I've been studying the Siddhars and the Siddhas and all these people in India for quite a long time. There's many accounts of people living to any age. This
Yeah.
100-year lifespan thing is absolute. It's like it's the lowest of the low. Like I say, we're in the lowest age. We're technically in the most confusing time in history. Um, and the
So don't
120
like
things, it's all spell work. It's all the Rockefeller, J.P. Morgan,
yeah.
binding you into a system, and the aging, all the pharmaceuticals and all the parasites and metals and stuff. But I have a growing collection of accounts of many people living to. Well, I even seen a video of a Jamaican woman. She was 144 years old or 140. That was a video of her. I've seen yogis in India. They're 800 years old. Videos of them. Many
I heard
documents.
of that.
There's many documents. You can go. You can keep going as long as you want. There's 1,000-year-old Himalayan immortals. Um, and yeah, they do all the things that we're starting to do. There's no toxins. They're up on a mountain, which is like high vibration.
Mhm.
Mountain herbs are like stronger than any other herbs. Mountain air is better. Mountains are actually half in the spiritual realm, half in the physical realm. I think they could be old trees, which could mean why they're so crystalline and magical. Many accounts, man. 2,000-year-old people, 4,000 years. Look up the 18 Siddhars of India, and they're so magical. They're like superhumans. There's like 8 things they need to learn how to do on their Siddha path. Control people's minds, not for bad, but you can, like the Yetis do. The Yetis are in this realm too. They can control your minds. Um, Move objects with your mind, levitate. But yeah, the 18 Siddhars. Just look into those people. They're superhumans, and eventually how they die. They don't just die regularly. How they go out is they go in these old cathedral Tatarian buildings where there's high magnetism. Some of them do. Um, and they chant, pray. They take kaya couple. They take thousands of. We actually have a herb. It's a from one of the Siddhars, Bogar Pliny, one of the 18. Dang, the show ended. Or is it still going live?
Oh yeah, it's still left.
One of the 18 Siddhars Bogar Pliny made these stones from 2,000 herbs. It's called Navapashanam. And they take kayakalpa, it's edible herbs, thousands of them. And basically the way that they die is they shrink, they dissolve. Some of them just dissolve into a light field. And there's even some of that on camera. It's called the rainbow body. And some of them shrink down to like an inch tall and then dissolve. and their nails and hair are left on the ground sometimes, but basically they just dissolve into the other side. They transmute their physical density, and this happens when they're able to.
I think I'm back.
This happens when they're able to
Okay.
differ. Hey,
Yeah.
so did we?
I think we were still going, but I think you cut out.
Yeah, I'm not sure how all that's gonna go
Yeah.
or went.
I don't know how that went, but I'm back.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's the. I don't know why it
Yeah,
happened.
that's interesting. Like it's almost like because we started sharing about these beads, and I don't know, like something funky
but
happened with energies.
but we have these beads made from an
Connection
immortal.
is not.
Yeah. Connection's not good, huh?
My connection is very unstable right now. I don't know. Maybe we better.
We are at the
end
top
up
of the hour.
this there.
So.
Yeah,
it's
we're at
right
the
at
top
1
of the hour.
o'clock.
We still got an hour, but
Yeah.
we have all kinds of other stuff to talk about. Maybe you can be back next
Yeah,
Saturn day.
definitely. Yeah.
We're not.
Yep.
We're back. We are worshiping Saturn, but in the way acting up again. Anyway,
Well,
I'm
Saturn's
not there in
mastery.
image, but I think I'm there in sound. Yeah, I'm there in sound.
We can end with like each
Yeah.
planet has vices and virtues. I mean, Saturn isn't all necessarily bad. It's the mastery. If we didn't have Saturn, there would
No.
be no discipline. We wouldn't be able to master anything. We'd just be like,
You wouldn't have a skeletal system.
Yeah, you wouldn't have any structure. So Saturn's not always bad.
And now I want to dig a little bit deeper, maybe next Saturn day, on the effect of those celestial body on us and on our mood and on our. People think it has absolutely no effect, but I think it's as above, so below. We all say that, as within, so without. You see the world as you are. So for sure, if you are in the more enlightened state and stuff, more vibrational state, you're gonna see the world very vibrant. That's why I connect with people like you, because I vibe and you vibe, and then we get attracted together. It's normal. It's natural. It's a natural process. We're not gonna stop the natural process. And also the stars are in the water above. Like, what about the memory of the water? Like, maybe that's what we have inside and all. Being reborn, the here and now. Because that's important stuff. It's good to take care of our body, but taking care of our body, I think also it's everything, physically, mentally, especially. You want a good good mental health, like we all say it. It's good to have a good mental health. So that's part of it. So then we gotta really know what's attacking us on every level, definitely. And the mushroom extracts, that's a big trend right now. Mushroom extracts.
Yes.
So we're gonna be back next Saturday, and we'll explore all this again. I have a lot to learn, like I said, and I'm definitely on board for that.
Excellent.
So
Thanks a
stay
lot.
with
Yeah.
me.
Thanks a lot. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
No, that was more like our first one together. Today it's more like an introduction. We went in all kinds of topics and talk about all kinds of different stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll keep it more target next time on the. But
Yeah, we
it's
can
pretty
pick
good.
a topic and flow with it.
That's it. Exactly. Free flow. I like that free flow in a way. Like I said, the fast, also fasting is very important. How do you approach this? I would like to know. So our job, guys, and keep up the good work and keep shining bright, because you are very important on this earth. You are two great light beings. I can feel it, and the world needs people like you. And I think you're here for that anyway. You just have found who you really are, the work you have to do here, and the light that you have to shine. So keep shining bright. You're both beautiful inside out. So I can see beauty. When I see beauty, and that's the ability we have, is to see beauty, but also the beauty from within. We tend to stick with the beauty from on the outside, but to me, you're both so beautiful on the inside, and I can feel it. I can feel that stuff. Me, I'm genuine. I don't come here to tell stories.
Yeah.
Like I say what I feel. I have one life to spend on earth. Probably I'm gonna express what I think. So no, you're shining bright, and keep the light on. That's why also we put the light on. Did you know that? Because in Egypt, I think the sun was called On back then. So that's why you turn the switch on when you go into your room. You put the light on.
Yes.
Anyway, that's
Uh-huh.
another topic, ancient Egyptian stuff. But we're gonna approach all this like everything. I want to talk to you about everything that is not distraction. That is for us to help us understand also what we have to do in this lifetime with our body. And I think you're a
Yeah.
great guide for that. So definitely keep you
Thank you.
here. So stay
Yeah, we
on.
look forward to it next time.
Yep.
Yeah, just stay on to I'll say a little words after, and then we can
Okay.
go on with our day.
Perfect.
So
Okay.
large up, everyone watching now, watching after, wherever, whenever you watch it, it's recorded. That's the beauty of it, of the internet. And we're gonna be back. We're gonna be forward again next Saturday, or back. I'm fed up going backward.
Yeah.